don't think they're going to answer you. Just saying.
They
Man,
might.
you guys give me shit for trying to get my character killed, and you just keep going.
Sometimes Stream answers me. So was a devoted fan for a while, and I got 3 new followers last night.
I didn't mean that. I just meant that we won't hear it if they say anything.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not a total dick, you guys.
Okay. Well, Twitch is not loading for me, so that's fun.
I showed that you're live.
What?
It's
All right. Sounds good to me.
Tried refreshing.
Hi,
I'm
stream.
refreshing right now.
We are live. I've decided. My apologies for getting started a little late today. I was having feelings.
A work day.
I was having a work day. Yeah, feelings. And my players were very kind. And thank you, Bard and Barbarian, for continuing to subscribe. Yay!
Oh, snap.
I got a pride laugh bee. That's adorable. Yep, so we're getting started a little late today, and another apology. I forgot to ask my party to level up their characters before we went into Tresendar Manor. That's my bad. So I asked them to do this before we started today, and they did. And we're going to start this session by taking a look at some of the differences. Or talking about some of the differences. All right, so Brandel, why don't you go ahead and share what is...
Oh, God.
I told you I was going to go in alphabetical order.
You were warned.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just didn't realize it was me.
Yep, it is.
It's still you. That hasn't changed.
Yep.
Wait.
So is it Relic or is it the other name?
Brannon will be next, yep. But right now it's Brandel.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get like 2 more spells, I think.
Let's see. You've got...
2? Wow, good for you.
What's
No,
new?
I mean one of them is a cantrip.
I don't...
Oh.
I actually
What'd you pick up?
was going to ask you about, because, we were talking about the UA feats thing.
Yep, we did talk about that.
I saw one that said something Fae something.
Yeah.
I think that is a pretty good
The good old
pickup.
something face something.
It's called, I think it's called Fae Touched.
Yep,
Fae
sure
Touched.
is.
I think it's, Fae Touched. I think that's pretty good for Randall,
Okay.
you know?
Uh-huh.
So,
Calm down, Quentin.
for that,
What does Fae Touch do?
But yeah.
it gives me Misty Step,
I see
I
that.
think.
Oh, I see. Oh, I like you. Okay. So you're surrounded by silvery might. Mist, you teleport up to 30. Oh, so you can turn invisible and then really run away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Got
run away even more.
The most Brandel spell ever.
You're just building Sombra, aren't you? You're gonna put
Yes.
not really.
Although, like,
and then turn invisible and teleport away.
a big ol' fireball as Sombra seems
Oh my god.
In a Hawaiian
just
shirt
weird.
with a lei.
Yep.
To be clear,
Summer game Sombra, the furball.
beach furball.
Yeah, beach
Yes.
fireball is the best. Okay, did you pick up anything else?
Just like, spells and stuff.
Spells and
I
stuff.
get like an extra cantrip and an extra second level spell, I think.
And you can
You
charm.
didn't do any like feats or ASIs or stuff?
Well, he added the
What?
Fey touched feat.
Yeah, instead of the
okay.
instead of the ability score, I took the feat, and then that's pretty much all I get.
Well, you also get to charm
And then
a
the
person,
couple-
one person per long rest.
With what? With the feat?
With Fey touched with the feat, you get Misty Step and you get Charm Person, which I don't see reflected on your spells list. Oh, I do see it reflected on your spells list.
I get two. Yeah, I get 2 spells. I get Misty Step and then one other first level spell of my choice that has to be either divination or enchantment. is to
Okay,
say.
so you chose Charm
So
Person.
I chose Charm Person
Okay.
out of the list.
I find that
of
really
first
entertaining
level spells.
because the more adorable you make your character, the more I imagine him as like a giant stuffed teddy bear. Like with
Oh
like
my
with a beach ball under one arm and like some magic under the other arm. Like I love it. Okay. Anything
I
else?
mean, the thing is, I already had friends as a cantrip, but friends you need to not be hostile. Like the target has to be a creature that isn't hostile. But charm person, I can use it during combat.
Yes, that's
I
true.
think. So
Yeah.
that's,
I've seen it used in combat very effectively.
There's one more thing you get with Fey Touched, is you get to increase one of your ability scores from
Yeah.
Charisma, Intelligence, or Wisdom, basically any of the mental stats, by 1.
Now, why would you know that?
I don't have any reasons for knowing that.
I see.
For no reason in particular.
I
No,
see.
no
Not
brain
at all.
thoughts have happened over here.
I see.
Meta game.
I see. Okay. So, is there anything else you would like to share that changed?
That changed. I mean, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just
That's
the
great.
feed and a couple spells. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some new spells. That's good. No, I don't want quarantine resources. Go back.
I still have only 2 spell slots though,
Wait.
so I can
get
have
better.
only use 2.
No,
Yeah,
that doesn't
spells.
sound
I get
right.
one more spell slot next level up.
Wait.
I think so. I don't remember.
That's just how Warlocks work.
It's on your sheet, dude.
That's just how warlocks work.
It
You
is.
Yeah, I know.
do only have 2. Hang on, he doesn't have any first level spell slots.
Warlocks.
I mean,
autocast.
yeah,
at
because
max
I
level.
just whatever I cast, I cast at my max level. Like it wouldn't make sense to cast a first level spell because I lose the slots. Like I might as well cast it at second
Oh,
level.
they're just Furbolg spells. So
They're
they just happen.
slots.
Yeah. Like Misty Step and I think Misty Step and Charm Person are the ones that are.
No, I'm
wait, I don't
looking.
remember.
This
Yeah,
is
I
getting
do have
confusing.
3 first level spells. Charm Person is from the feat. Detect Magic and Disguise Self, and for our Furbolg traits.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
are the ones that I have at first level.
All right, let's go take a look at someone else. Next in the list, I believe, is Brannon.
Yeah. But
We'll come back to
the real
Relic
name
later.
is displayed to everyone.
Oh god, the lore.
You have too many names. It's the worst.
Drop somebody.
Only the real
The
people.
lore.
Who did I drop?
Justice's Discord crashed. I'll be right back.
Oh, dang. Okay, I will
Cool.
switch
Oh,
to...
darn.
I'll do somebody else.
back.
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
great.
Won't do
Oh,
somebody
He was
Wow.
trying to avoid it.
else. He was like, I don't want to.
Crashed out. That was weird.
That was weird.
So, I took ability score because that
Stats.
pushes my charisma to 20, so I said, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Dang.
For those of you counting at home, that's expertise in persuasion and a +5 from my ability score. So
Yeah, we're having a real good
Why
time,
don't you-
as they say.
No more
why don't you
bacon for
lick
you.
that thing over there. lick whatever I persuade you to lick.
Okay.
I regret
So-
saying that. That is not.
Tech
that is not-
Phrasing.
Tech, I may have to change the second thing I decided back to the first thing.
Yeah,
So-
you might need to, yeah.
You haven't... So you didn't take any feats, you just took the ability score increase?
Yep.
For the
um,
stats.
And did
just,
you get...
just an
Go ahead.
attempt to help out my swift hands and my silver tongue just a little bit more.
Okay. And did anything else change that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I got a new cantrip and a new spell.
Nice.
Well, dang.
Unfortunately, the cantrips that are available are not great beyond the 2 that I already have. So I took
Yeah,
light,
I took
so that-
prestidigitation.
You took light?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prestidigitation.
So that I don't have to have somebody else put light on my nose anymore.
No, your tongue.
Um,
It's on your tongue
Yeah,
right now. but
that's
yeah.
where it's
oh,
at
yeah,
right
the
now.
tongue. Yeah.
Which is fucking
Um,
brilliant.
And I already
Sometimes
have
I have
minor
good
illusion,
ideas.
so prestidigitation seemed extraneous.
Okay,
Although
that makes
I know
sense.
there's a lot you can do with prestidigitation, but
Yep.
you know.
And
And then
yeah.
I was debating on my regular spell, and I decided on silence because I figured that was probably the
Oh
most,
no.
most relic thing
Interesting.
that I could do. So
R.I.P.
That's
Clinton.
rude. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah.
That's how you cast that spell too.
Opponent
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at Druge next.
Because Druge doesn't get to cast things, there aren't that many interesting things that changed.
Okay.
Instead of the ability score increase, I picked up the feat.
Yep. Feats are cool though. I like them.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I picked up Sentinel because Druge is apparently in
Oh god.
babysitting everyone.
So
And
I wanna just take a moment here to point out that Druge has both Polearm Master and Sentinel. Now, I do not recommend my viewers do this to their GMs without talking to them first, because this gives him a very interesting combination of abilities. And because the player came to me and was like, hey, I want to do this thing, and this is what it would look like, and this is how it would affect, your gameplay, that was really helpful for me. Even if he had come to me and said, hey, I'm interested in doing this, and I, what do you think? And I had to figure out how it would affect my gameplay. That's still helpful, because it helps me, it gives me some warning, so I can adjust things. Druge, do you want to talk a little bit about what this does?
Yeah, so first of all, I had a backup feat in mind. So if you were like, no, this is terrible, we're not doing this.
Yeah. Which technically GMs can do. I try to lean more towards, well, let's see what we can do, how we can make this work.
Yeah, for sure. So the way Polearm Master and Sentinel interact is that Polearm Master allows you a attack of opportunity as someone enters your range. Sentinel stops someone's movement if you hit them with an opportunity attack. So essentially, if a creature's reach is less than 10 feet and I hit with an opportunity attack, they stop moving and don't get to attack anything.
Right.
I
So-
see. Yeah.
You can. Are you joking? Are you teasing? No. So this can if it's used properly and with enough, good other stuff around it, he could just continually stop, especially if initiative turns out rolls out the right way. He could just stop whatever I was throwing at you guys and you just murder it. So
And say if you're double the size.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So I have to know that, and I have to plan around it. Now that being said, I am not the most experienced GM in the world. So it's possible I might just lose some fights rather spectacularly for a while. And fortunately, I have the kind of player in Druge that he can come to me afterward and be like, "What you could do is."
How to make my work.
The
If I
thing
can't
is,
figure it out on my own.
yeah, like it eats my reaction, so I can only do it once a turn at best. So
Yep.
as soon
It's
as anything
not too OP,
is at
yeah.
range or something is there are more than one thing, it's not super great. But in terms of like crowd control, I think it's interesting.
And yeah,
Especially like with the dichotomy of the tank bros, like Marthala
Yeah.
is super
Hey,
like
bros!
like Barthala is super like the armored aggro holding like a DPS tank where she can just get in the middle of things and nothing can then hit her because she has armor everywhere.
right.
Druge is more space control, so he threatens an area and makes it dangerous to enter.
You
So
guys are right, Zarya. Sorry.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So, so I already knew that about Druge and about the Tank Bros, and so I already knew that if I really wanted to, if I need to extend a fight or to add some raged abilities there. So this is just sort of an extension of that, and it allows Druge to have some really interesting story moments. So, which he's already done in the past, and so this will just add to that. Adds flavor. I like it. Did you do anything else?
Super fun. I mean, I got more health.
Sure, because you needed that.
Nice.
I did.
Yeah.
I think Barthala has more health than me now, actually, which is
Yeah, I think I do. I had more health than you before too.
No,
Basically, I just always
fine.
assume I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Is the way I play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fair.
All right, let's take a look at Harlech next.
Okay.
Yep.
So I was originally going. I saw this at like 5 today, which in
Sorry.
my world is
You can
about
change
3
things.
hours ago.
Yep.
Now, like, you posted it yesterday, I think.
I did.
Had I more time, I might have looked harder, but I just bumped up intelligence and dex because I have a lot of odd-numbered stats. Why not? It makes sense. He's been reading a lot, etc. He's been walking a lot, etc. I may come to regret that, but it's too late. I got a cantrip and a couple of spells. Again, 1 spell slot, but nothing too fantastic.
Okay.
I thought about that for probably longer than anything else because I know he's lacking in a couple of areas, but
You have
I
so many
ended up
spells,
going
though.
with things that fit rather than things that rounded him out.
That's fair. That's another completely valid choice, is making more of a character decision than a min-maxing a character. And by min-maxing, I mean you deliberately try and work the system to make the most powerful and well-rounded character ever, which
We
isn't
may
always
need
the
to-
most fun, you know.
We may need to discuss at some point because one of the spells that I chose is something that I already technically bought. So maybe I'll get an extra, but like that's a neither here nor there. I haven't decided what the other one would be anyway.
Yeah, let's talk about
Whatever.
that. If you've only had a little bit of time to think about it, so we can talk more about that later. Any spells you want to share that you got that are fun?
They're all earth-based. I figured he's earth
okay.
and death. He's an
Oh
archaeologist,
my.
so it's
Okay,
it's
then.
earth stuff and
You
it's
know-
dead stuff, and
you
that's
know-
all.
Yeah.
Can we get your death whistle?
You're the Indiana Jones of our set.
I mean,
Someone
kind
get
of
this
a
man a hat.
kind of a dandy Indiana Jones, but yes.
I like it. Okay.
I was gonna try and make a pun there, and I couldn't come up with it.
If you think of something later, share it.
Dandy Indiana Jones?
Yeah, that's where I was going, but it didn't sound right, so I stopped.
It sounds a little off, but I mean, still close.
We'll work on it. We'll workshop it. It'll be good.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'm good. I look forward to seeing that. And then Marthala, let's take a look at you next.
Nothing really changed for me. In fact, Druge kind of explained it best. So because my role is kind of going in there head first and smashing the shit out of things, I just bumped up my constitution so I'd be able to take a stronger wallop, if you
Okay.
will.
Did you? So you took the ability score increase instead of a
Yes.
feat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a feat that I have picked out for level 6 though.
All right. And yeah, your hit points are looking quite healthy. So
Yup. I figure I'll need it.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look at Quentin. I think we've got Quentin left.
Oh, yeah. I reached level 4, so I took another level in Ranger. And I also took a feat, and I also took Fate Touched.
Oh, you did?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, because that's right up Quentin's alley. For many reasons. And so I think it'll be interesting to play with, because he already has Face Step. It'll be interesting to
that's right, yeah.
play with Misty Step and Face Step. But one of what's cool specifically about getting Misty Step on top of Face Step is from the feat, you can cast it once a day for free, but you can also use your spell slots to cast it, where Face Step is a hard limit that resets on a short rest. As well as a long rest. So it gives some more flexibility in terms of that. And originally I was going to build Quentin to be a dex tank, to be up front with Druge, because we kind of kept our characters a surprise across the board. But then
Marthala.
And then Tank Rose
came in and was like, sit the fuck down.
And
And I was like, cool. So I Tech and I joked about early on that I was going to build a Nightcrawler build, which looks like is kind of happening. So
No, you actually are Nightcrawler. You're bamfing around with a sword.
yeah, there may be.
Nightcrawler
that's
was
pretty,
not
yeah.
right.
And-
Trying to.
And
Yeah, well,
Quentin's backstory actually supports this as a choice too. So it's
honestly, that's the biggest reason I took it.
Yeah.
There were some really great
We haven't-
RP reasons.
we haven't revealed
German
that yet.
German
We'll
surplus.
Or
we haven't revealed his
There you go.
backstory yet. We haven't revealed a lot of your backstories yet. So that may become relevant later on. So keep
Yeah, I
watching.
think it will.
Okay.
And I don't want to say. Well, I guess I don't super care about this spell I took. It was, yeah, I can review that one. So I took a gift of alacrity, which is a
Ooh.
spell.
Personal
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
See, I thought about it.
Yeah, I almost took Bane,
Oh,
but
Bane is also good.
What's
Bane's
Gift
good.
of Alacrity give you?
So it says you touch a willing creature for the duration. The target can add 1d8 to its initiative.
Can you do that to
Yeah.
yourself?
Gotta go fast.
Can yeah. So it takes a
Can
minute
you
to
do that
cast.
to me?
Oh,
I can do it to any one of us, and it lasts for 8 hours. But it takes me a minute to do it. So you can't do it in the middle of the fight.
wait. So for
I mean,
8
yeah, you've
hours,
already
you can
had-
add 1d8
Yep.
to your initiative rolls?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Hot damn.
but it's only one person, as opposed to Bless and Bane are 3 people.
Hmm.
But the reason I took it for RP reasons, especially, was I imagined that minute him doing mindfulness exercises and getting really in touch with like his body and calming down and being aware of his surroundings. So that's why he's got that extra edge.
Well, how are
and
you
I-
gonna RP it if you're casting it on somebody else?
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
He just thinks about us really hard.
No, I thought I was gonna do it. I would sit down with her and be like, "All right," and then do like a guided meditation on mindfulness.
Do you think
and walk
Marthala would put up with that? I mean,
if
because
she
I don't.
wanted to. It's
I
a
don't-
willing
I
creature.
don't think she'd sit still long
I don't
enough.
think. Oh, that's how you'd make
It's
it.
only 1 minute.
That's how you'd reflect the willingness.
Yeah. So it has to be a willing creature.
Oh.
So
It has to be
basically,
Yeah.
with the-
Relic
Cool.
So
That's
Relic
cool.
will
Like
never
that.
get this.
So
Fine,
Right.
just give it to
Just
Druge
reveal.
always.
So Relic
Yeah.
will
Hold
never
on, your
participate in
magic
this.
on me, Phil.
Hold on.
So
You just keep your magic on your own self.
Yep.
yeah, that's actually Drew's just mentioned one of the reasons I took it for RP, because I imagine Quentin and Drew's traveling, and them, especially with Drew's rage being a very new thing for him, them working together to figure out how to manage this. That's where the drums came from, which just happened in a game and was beautiful. And so this is like kind of the evolution of that, of if he was going to help Druge out and cast that, they'd sit down and kind of like work on some of the techniques they've been working on already, and that extends into initiative. So it was a really cool, and Druge and I were texting about this today, a really cool RP reason to take it. So very excited.
Okay. Well, that's all, y'all. You're all leveled up. We've
Ask
still
a
got.
question real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Did we start with a feat? It's been a long time since we made these characters initially, and I just
I-
noticed yesterday that I had actor on my
Yes.
on my
So
sheet.
the way that
Indeed.
I homebrew my games is I ask everybody to start with 1 feat.
Okay.
I
That
think it makes.
explains-
I think
Yeah,
it makes
because I
for
took
more
I,
interesting
like, yeah,
characters.
I took Spell Sniper at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay. I have not used it, but it did give me a. I was looking at my charisma. I was like, holy shit! How do I have this many buffs to my charisma? I forgot about
That
the
is
feat.
why.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting way to diversify classes too.
Yeah.
Like
There's
a
a.
subclass almost.
I mean, yeah, that's the reason I have Ray of Frost.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
They
There's.
give me like 1 cantrip.
I think it makes for more unique characters for sure. I had a humanoid recently take a doggo feat, and we're finding ways to make it work, and it's very interesting. It's like a pack hunter kind of thing.
I mean, honestly, the Doggo feats have like the best names.
They're so good.
They do.
They're so, a lot of them are
Buddhist
just
boy.
a lot of them are just reskins of like humanoid feats, but for doggos, and they're just so good, and I love them. Okay, well, I think if y'all are ready, what I was thinking is because we started a little bit later, but we're not going any later, maybe we play through, we've got about an hour, maybe we just play for the hour instead of taking a break, or do y'all need a break? I know some of us have pets that we might need to do stuff with.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm okay.
All right. Well, if anybody does need to step away for a moment, you just let us know, and we will do that, and it will be great and fun and exciting.
Chop.
All right. What can you tell me about last time? What'd you all do last time?
We
Went
killed
into
some
a real
corpses.
creepy dungeon.
You did. Yeah.
We found grenades.
It's not a dungeon. It's a basement. It's a cellar.
It's a dungeon.
Once we broke
Yeah,
that
a
wall down, do it.
We're in a dungeon crawl now, you guys.
I mean. So you started in what looked like a basement with a cistern, and a storage room. You broke, or you didn't have to break in. You went into the storage room, and Marthala narrowly avoided.
I almost blew us up.
She did. But now Harlech, I believe, is carrying a couple of alchemical flasks. Then you notice that there.
Very carefully.
Yeah. Then you notice that there was a shoddily made wall, and Druge handily broke through that with his hand carry.
Portable ram, you guys. I told you
Yeah.
this would be useful.
Then you came to a large pit in the floor, and there were some scarecrow or some dudes hanging over it, and they attacked you, and that was not fun. But there were some pretty sweet moves, if I remember correctly. And then you walked into the next room, which has a bunch of smashed coffins in it. Does that sound about right?
And we
Yeah.
met the lady that gave us the half-orc
Yes.
that gave us the piece of
Right.
the next piece of the machine.
Yeah. So you got another piece from her. And y'all healed her, so she's feeling better, which is good. She's the only survivor of the disaster.
Just to be fair, just to be clear, rather, not you all. Relic healed her in exchange for a vote.
I think that is an important thing for you to point out. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Important qualifiers, yeah.
yeah, it's relevant.
Very important.
So looking at the RP points, the Tank Bros both get an RP point because y'all split the vote again.
Yeah.
So Druge got one for using the battering ram as a weapon. Oh, that's right, you did do that. I forgot about that.
You battered the scarecrow and it was
We'll make a
amazing.
bomb.
Pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, come
Into the pit.
on!
Basically.
yeah, that's right. Yep. And then Marthala got one for her half shrug to Druge about Quentin's door pet. Oh, right. So Quentin has been approaching doors very carefully to check for traps, and Marthala asked him if he wanted to pet a door, I think. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
And then Quentin was like, "What the hell?" And Marthala just looked at Druge like, "Eh," And it was good. Some other moments that got nominated were Marthala for saying "fuck it," wings out, and murdering everything.
Yep.
Relic.
On brand.
Yep. Relic for walking into a room with fighting, but not seeing anything and not attacking anything. And Brandel for being disappointed that the water in the cistern was not salt water. Which is a moment.
Still a fan.
Super
I
on
love.
brand.
It's so good.
Highly on brand.
So good. All right, so I believe at the beginning of, or at the end of the last game, I asked Quentin what he was doing, and he said, "Well, I'm going to go over here into the corner and look at this thing." And then I asked you all
The
to
baby
roll.
coffin. Yeah.
Yeah, the baby coffin, and I asked you all to roll for initiative, and it would have been a really smart thing for me to do to look at that ahead of time and set up my initiative order, but I didn't. Yeah, please roll for initiative, and then give me a second.
Pretty
to
sure
set
I wrote
everything
it down, but I don't know where I wrote it down. So I'm going to roll it again.
Oh,
See,
that's
this
a
is-
natural 20.
Oh,
Starting
well,
the night off right.
starting it off strong. Give me 1 second to get this all set up.
I'm using a luck point.
Are you now?
Oh.
Not bad, huh?
Why would that be?
And it's a 9, and that's a lot better.
Okay.
Not in that one.
It was.
All right.
Hey,
Quentin.
Marthala, I used my portent on you last session, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I only have one spell.
Cool. I didn't mark it.
I think
Alright.
it didn't used to reset stuff when you leveled up, but I think it did this time because my phase step wasn't marked either.
No, my
My
rages
stuff's
were-
still marked.
My spell is marked.
No,
so-
you
Very
just-
little
you're
change
just
for me.
mad at it.
Never
Were some things marked off, but I
You're
didn't
just
do that.
you're
one.
just cheating, Quentin.
Yep.
You're just
Could you just be
cheating.
better
That's-
at anything?
Jesus.
Wow. Well, I can't
Honestly.
be better
Wow.
at initiative
Wow.
because I didn't meditate earlier.
Wow,
So.
wow.
When done you-
Okay. Quentin, what is your initiative?
Trying to get initiative. It is 10.
Druge.
21.
Marthala.
Okay.
22.
Tank bros.
Relic.
14.
Brandel.
19.
Harlick.
9.
Hey, at least I beat somebody.
Look at you.
Would have been 4, but it wasn't.
All right, let me roll all of this around and put it where it belongs.
All of this. How many coffins are attacking us?
No, there's 6 of you. So I have to put you all in order. I have you all right. I have all your names written down already in this grid that I use, and I just copy it, and then I add my NPCs, and then I have you all tell me your initiative, and then I just put it in the right order. I just over-explained that, didn't I? I'm sorry.
NPCs. You mean enemies.
To be fair, this is where NPC came from.
I mean, sometimes you guys are fighting alongside things.
I'm sure we can talk to them.
I mean, sure.
Gorko's technically an NPC.
They'll give us a quest.
Right. So, let's see. There are 3 smashed human-sized coffins and 1 intact smaller coffin lying on the floor. The large coffins are carved of fine mahogany and lined with rotting silk. There are humanoid bones scattered across the floor. Quentin approached the smaller coffin, and as he approached it,
Yeah, I remember this about a second after you started talking.
Right. As he approached it, the tiny coffin where the lid would open. Oh, how creepy do I make this?
All of it.
Bring the creep.
Back at Nate.
Do it.
First of all, I don't think that's necessary.
Is it not?
Absolutely is.
Okay.
I haven't even murdered you yet.
Okay.
Give it time.
If this makes you all uncomfortable, let me know and I'll stop. The lid cracks open, and a very tiny skeleton arm reaches out, and a tiny skeleton head appears, and then like about half of a tiny skeleton appears, and then the skeleton head, the skull, opens up impossibly large with all of these teeth and chomps at Quentin.
Here we go.
Does let's see here. Oh, and as it starts to move, all of the bones around you start to move as well.
Oh,
Ooh,
Great.
I thought it
Yeah,
was a
this won't
coffin
be a
mimic.
problem.
I go invisible.
I rolled a natural 20.
How?
Oh,
Why do I play D&D?
Sorry, buddy.
Does,
I don't know. Why do you play D&D? You should tell us.
does a
For the
25 hit?
entertainment of the rest of us.
Does a 20? Yes, a 25 hits.
Cool. You're gonna take.
oh man, and brutal criticals. Yikes.
You're
Yep.
gonna take math. You're gonna take. Oh, that's a lot of math. You're gonna take 18 piercing damage
And
and 12 acid damage.
there you go. There's the rest of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Better you than me.
Marthella, you're up.
How far away from him am I?
Oh, let's see here. I need a third screen, I've decided.
Okay.
So I think the grid is pretty accurate. You're about 10 feet away from it. Quentin's in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm gonna go up and try and smack it with my sword.
Okay.
This tiny little skeleton baby.
I have a coffin that I can move around, so I'm gonna do that.
Does a 26 hit?
It sure does.
Jeez, Louise.
It sure
Alright,
does.
ass.
That's fair. I appreciate it.
Ooh, that's good. That's 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Let me do a little bit of math.
Can
You
I
said
just say I'm really
15?
glad that we leveled up, but got our health points before this fight?
Would you be dead right now?
Yes.
Really?
Well, not dead, but I'd be unconscious. I have 2 health points.
Yikes.
I went
You
from
have
full
2
Oh
health?
boy.
I went from full health to 2
With
health.
a mim... Yeah. Great.
Well, it would have put me down immediately. So, like I said, better you than me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Garlic's
Yeah.
real squishy, guys.
Yeah.
Marthala,
boy.
what do you...
Wizard.
I'm a
You guys.
fucking wizard.
Marthala, you got any bonus actions you'd like to use?
I will leave that up to you, boss. Am I allowed to just give him a shove out of the way?
Quentin?
Yeah.
I will allow it. He's pretty wobbly right now, so if you want to, like, shove him behind you.
What shall I roll?
An attack.
Slam him
Yeah,
into the wall and
athletics.
kill him.
Just throw him back into the pit.
Sit down!
Let's roll in athletics to see how graceful this is.
I'm gonna go end up hanging out with Andy Dwyer in the pit over
Hey,
there.
19. Not
Great.
bad.
So where would you like to move him?
I kind of just want to sort of like, not to bring up Indiana Jones again, but like the scene where he takes the little pouch of coins and replaces the idol with it really fast. Like I kind of want to
Yeah.
do that with our bodies.
Got it. Got it. That's what happens. That
I
sounds
like the
great.
angle.
Yeah. Like the 19
Just you
is
can't even
perfect.
tell the difference. It's 1 minute it's Quentin and then it's me.
I just got
Yes.
much better looking.
Yeah, I really like the idea of that because you, the optics there are amusing.
That's fantastic.
I thought I'd lost Drew's token, but I had not. Okay, Drew, you're up next. What are we doing?
Cool. So Quentin clearly took a real rough hit and is not in great shape. Yeah.
No, his puppy is whining. No one's happy.
Cool. How many people are between me and said coffin thing?
3. Can you guys see the map?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
see
I
it.
can.
I'm just curious, how difficult would it be for me to get past all of those people?
Technically in D&D, I believe you're able to move through your
Through your team.
I deliberately left this room a little small so that it would be difficult to maneuver in.
Sure.
And I also think I think they're going to willingly get out of your way if you do the Druge thing. Would Harlick or Brandel try and get in his way? And Marthal is also right up on it, so it's...
Nope.
I mean, yeah. If he wants to get
Well,
it,
no,
go
but
ahead.
I feel like the Tank Bros are good enough at this point where Marthala would probably...
We kind of coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for it. Let's say you can
Yeah,
get
I
all up
mean-
in there.
I'm not gonna stop him.
So, as long as no one is standing in his way, he will charge forward with the tusk swords and attack recklessly at this coffin that is attempt to murder Quentin, and I would like to rage.
All right then.
Would like to rage.
Tusk Swords, Reckless, Rage. At the Mimic. Okay, roll to hit.
Does he charge through the remaining coffins and just
Oh yeah,
them?
just
smash
through
them
everything.
Smash.
straight down the side.
Does a 16 hit?
That does hit. Roll damage.
Fantastic. Math.
Do the Druge.
I want you to know
is-
that I'm drawing the Tank Bros tonight while we play.
Awesome.
That is my favorite thing.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I may be sculpting something else in the background.
Wow. you're nerds.
That is 15 points of damage, and as he tries to pin it into the wall, thorns start growing up around his feet as the tusks light up, and everything inside of 10 feet around him is now difficult terrain.
Oh, cool.
Why would you do that to me?
I didn't do this on purpose.
Druge, buddy.
Ah.
I thought
It just happens, okay? Some people
I
grow
thought we
wings,
had something.
some people just...
Turn the ground into difficult terrain.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
You
whatever.
said these were vines?
Again,
Mhm.
I feel like this is a personal problem that you should see a doctor
And
about.
you said how much?
Doctor.
Where?
It was 15 points of damage.
No, what? How much plants am I putting
Oh,
around?
He's at
10 feet around me, yeah.
I'll say that's it. That looks good to me. Tyler says the players are echoing. So let
Do you
me
have a
see.
Twitch window open somewhere, Shauna?
I probably do.
Oh, is it? Maybe it's monitoring.
Yeah,
somewhere?
what I'm wondering is, oh no, I think I just crashed.
No, it's
Whoop.
still up.
There. Can you still hear the
Wait,
players?
Players.
Players and stuff and
Blah,
things.
blah, blah.
We should talk so that.
How about now?
Oh, yeah, I am talking
Can you hear me
right
now?
now.
Yeah, okay. Better now.
Better now.
Yeah, so I'm having some
Great.
problem with my audio because I put a game capture card in so that I could stream
Twitch.
ACNH, obviously. And it is played havoc with all of my sound settings. I apologize and thank you, Tyler. Yes, okay, so difficult terrain. That's fun.
No, it's
And
not.
you did 15
fine.
damage.
Not fun.
That's fine.
You don't have to move anywhere. It's pinned into a corner.
It looks like
No, but I can't kill it then.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Druge.
Fine. We'll just
It's okay for you to go to
continue
Disney.
murdering things.
so it looks like Brandel is up next and
Oh god,
Relic's on deck. So Brandel, what are we doing?
I will. Yeah, I will Eldritch Blast. Yeah, yeah.
That sounds good.
I am not gonna hit.
I have
Is that another natural one?
No, it was a 2.
What's
It's
the
2
total?
plus 6. So
Oh,
8.
yeah,
8.
that doesn't hit. No.
No, yeah.
I think you're probably having a little bit of difficulty aiming because there's a hulking Loxodon in front of you and it's pretty tight quarters and you're probably understandably
I'm like-
nervous about murdering. Yeah, you're like reaching over him somehow and yeah. Now that I can see you in my camera, I'll try and reflect some of your body language back into my camera.
That makes sense, yeah.
All right. So the mimic is going to lunge forward and try to bite Marsala. No, Drew's just did it. No, that's not in the tray. Oh, that's not even on the couch. anymore.
If it's attacking me, it has advantage because I went reckless.
Okay. Well, that's a nat 20. That's a different die.
No.
So,
Cool.
It's fine.
Today we die.
Was this
okay.
the second mimic, or was the first one a skeleton?
It's kind of a skeleton coffin
Sure.
combination.
But there's 2 of them, or is it going again?
It's like that.
Oh,
thing
that first
from-
round was a surprise round.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Cool.
Okay. Sure.
The thing from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
That's exactly what it was. So it's biting at Druge. So Druge, you're going to take 18 bludgeoning damage and 12
Half.
acid damage.
To 9 and the 12 sticks. So 9 plus 21. Cool.
Oof, dude.
Great.
Kind of rough.
I'm fine.
It's making this odd. Have you ever heard two bones rub against each other? There's that weird squeaking.
Thankfully, no.
Yeah, I don't think I can
do.
say that I've heard that.
Yes, It's my back, my shoulder, my knees, and my hips.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just realized that the noise that I'm thinking of is an internal noise because my bones have rubbed against each other, and that's sad. So it's this weird sort of grinding squeak noise that's very unsettling, and it makes all of the hair on the back of your neck crawl up, and all of the bones around you are moving.
Probably not mine.
It doesn't cause your bones to what?
Old bones rubbing together? I mean, it's kind of my thing.
It does.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just another day in the life for Harlick.
Yeah.
Tyler says,
Oh no, they're damaging themselves.
Symphony.
Tyler says, is it anything like the sound of two pickles rubbing together?
Oh, see, that one I know.
I don't.
okay,
That's a
sure.
noise.
It's
Tyler,
squeak.
it's you.
Yeah, that's just a squeak. That's
Fine.
not really a grinding at all. It's
Yeah,
just a
there's
squeak.
okay. It's a scary noise.
Sounds that are similar but not quite the same. Pickles grinding together and bones grinding together.
It's
The more you know.
I feel
It's a
kind of
scary
weird that
noise.
I know that.
Okay, Relic, you are up next, and Quentin, you are on deck.
Yeah. Right. You're good, mate. I'm gonna step up and pat. The other bones aren't doing anything, right? They're just like rattling around.
You are not sure. You would need to do a perception check.
But that would be my turn.
I think I would let you do it. Does it say anything here? I think I'd let you do it as a bonus action, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Good
gonna
either
step
way.
up.
Okay.
And pat Quentin on the back, and he feels better. Let's see how much better
He feels better.
Really funny RP would be Relic does all the motions he normally does when he heals somebody, but doesn't actually heal Quentin.
Oh, that would be rude.
That's just how it feels better.
Yeah.
He feels 10 points.
I guess
better.
you're just a sinner.
Did you say 10
Wow.
points?
Yeah. I cast
buddy.
That's
healing
excellent.
word at the second level.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna send a bardic inspiration. Did Marthala use the bardic inspiration that I slung at her last time? Because it was right at the end of the round. So
I didn't get to.
I don't think she did.
No.
does that hang out? It lasts. Let's see,
Last 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So I think I would still have it.
I think so too.
Didn't
I'm gonna
take
say you
too
would,
long.
yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna sling some inspiration through Druzh's rage haze.
Cool.
Right, mate. Just smash them bones to dust. You're doing great. And that is my turn.
Excellent. Sorry, our work thing just popped up. I'm moving it away. Great. And did you say you bardic inspired somebody?
Bardically inspired Druge through the rage haze.
Druge through the rage haze. I like that.
Fee fi fo fum and all that good chip.
Finger guns.
I hope you guys know I write down the silly things you say. I love them.
They're also recorded perfectly for the internet.
Yeah. They're very important.
Indefinitely.
Someday I'll do something with them if I can get my act together. All right, Quentin, you are up, and Harlick, you are on deck, and then we will be restarting the round.
Okay. I think Quentin is going to kind of look at Relic a little shocked and be like, "Oh, thanks," and then kind of like do that thing where you pound your fist on your chest to cough something up, and cast Cure Wounds on myself as well. Which is 1d8 plus 3. Let's get the die that betrayed me last time too. Let's just go all in on this.
Just all of it.
Hey, it's a 7 plus 3, so another 10. Okay, so I'm feeling
Not
much
bad.
better.
Yeah.
And not within. Well, I was within strike territory on the first hit, so let's be real here.
Well, frankly, if Marthala hadn't swapped places with you, you'd be dead.
Yes. That
You're
is why
welcome.
continuing to heal myself.
I built a whole thing in here and then realized I built it for a different character of yours.
Oh no.
I know. It's okay. I'll work it in somewhere else. It was fun.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where the things. Okay, so I can use a bonus action to verbally command. Yeah. So I'm playing with for those wondering, the 2019 Ranger UA build. So I'm gonna kind of look at the puppy and say, I'm fine. Just go get yourself a bone. And tell him to attack the mimic.
The mimic or the literal bones that are on the ground?
Hang on, though. So he says, go get yourself a bone.
Oh, shit.
And the puppo looks at the slavering monster in front of Druge and Marthala, and then it looks at all the bones dancing around on the floor, and it immediately goes after one of those.
Good.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Harlick, you are up next.
Okay, so I've got a couple of questions.
Okay.
It takes an action to fish out a flask, right? This isn't really the main focus, but I thought I'd check since I thought about doing it.
Doing what, I wonder?
I don't know. Tech, would you mind sharing what I'm sure is living in your brain?
It is likely a free item interaction for the turn.
Yeah, so I think I would rule it as you can pull it out, because if it's delicate, it's probably near the top.
All right, so that's a possibility, but I probably wouldn't immediately go to fire.
Hopefully not.
So the second question may be important later, but the real, it's mostly flavor right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use catapult on a thing?
Yes, that's already a thing in one of my other games. You can totally do that.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah,
so that thing's
this is going
directly into
You do
a
this in the
wall.
other game, Druge.
I do this all the time.
Yeah, so I'm allowing
Great.
it. Yep.
And since the tags are already there, let's go towards the corner further and just smash it against the wall.
So you're going to smash it again. You're going to try and aim behind the mimic?
I'm going to aim it down.
Like down at where the walls meet the floor.
I'm going to aim it towards the corner because I don't think catapult can aim down, as far as I know. Right now they're about 5 feet.
Madeir, you are confusing the bejesus out of me.
So right now the baby seems to be close to Druge, which is he's
Sure.
kind of 5 feet up
Yeah.
from the corner.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just throw it at the corner.
You're going to throw it at the corner.
Right.
So, here, I have a ping. You're going to throw it right here. Come on. I said I had a ping and that was going to be cool. You're going to throw it right here.
I think I saw a flash of it. Yes, I'm gonna throw it there.
There it is.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Um,
Got it. We're good.
Since I don't know how old it is, and I don't know how big it is, and I did actually some research while other people were doing things, so I think I have to use a level 2. I'm just gonna use level 2.
Okay. I don't remember what you have to do for this, so
Honestly, I have to roll.
Sure.
I have to roll damage because there is no resistance.
sure.
It goes winging into a wall.
Oh, so the catapult doesn't do any damage. Catapult just throws a thing, and you don't know what the flasks do. So,
Catapult just throws a thing,
yep.
and when it hits something, both the thing and the thing it hits receive a certain amount of damage.
Okay, I have gotten so lost. And I feel really
if I'm
dumb
throwing
right now.
something at a thing, at like an actual body.
Let's not use
it
hypotheticals.
has-
You're throwing a flask at the wall. Right.
That wasn't my intention. My intention was to throw the skeleton thing, which was my question earlier. Can I do that?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
you're trying to fling the monster into the wall?
So if I do that, and it hits the wall, it takes damage, and the wall takes damage.
If you're flinging the monster, though, there's a weight limit.
You're
on
flinging the
catapult.
monster, not the flask?
Well,
Yes.
Oh
That
my
was-
god.
that
And
was-
then active opportunity and all that.
Oh, good god.
That was my second question. Is that acceptable?
I don't know. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, you confused the crap out of me. I'm gonna.
Catapult can only throw things up to 5 pounds, so I doubt it. can throw
Unless
the
you
monster.
level it up, and then it can go at a second level. It can throw things up to 10 pounds, and that is a skeleton weighs 12 to 14 pounds. 12 to 14% of the body weight of whatever it is.
Did you look up how much a
I
small
did look it
child
up.
and
Yeah,
a
he
small cat-
technically
It's
right.
in a
Yeah.
coffin, isn't
I
it?
told you it was also in a coffin. And that mimics only
I'm
look
not throwing
like.
the coffin.
You're
it is.
throwing the mimic. It's all one piece.
It's one thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
all
Apparently, I
one-
didn't internalize that it's a mimic.
The coffin.
Sure.
So I shouldn't have told you that. Well, I
You
think
already
if
said it.
I think if a coffin
is.
tries to eat you,
Yeah.
it's a mimic. I think that's
Yeah, we kinda-
clear here. Never
yeah,
mind.
I didn't realize from the description that it was part of the coffin.
I went too
My
creepy. It's the coffin tries to eat you. It's a mimic.
Great.
Okay then, fire it is. Done.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fish out the flask and catapult it into the friggin' yeah,
Okay.
boom boom.
Great.
Well, we're all gonna die.
Well, this has been fun.
Well,
Okay.
New
back.
characters. So glad we just leveled these ones up.
Yeah.
I've heard Kenkus are pretty cool.
Yo,
Kenkus are
Kenku monks
pretty
work
cool.
out really nicely, actually.
Monks?
You all take 4 fire damage. Everything in this room is on fire.
That's not bad.
Oh god.
Wow.
It
But
explodes that big.
now everything's on fire, so...
Now we know.
Yep.
You didn't ask how big the room is. You said you cast catapult.
I was looking at Archimist fire.
It was alchemist fire.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They need to make a dex save to see if I hit it.
So I need to do well. You threw a very delicate glass container at a hard object. It shatters.
If it can't dodge, yes.
Yeah, it just shatters.
Okie dokie.
So
I mean, it was a bomb.
yeah.
You threw a bomb.
Yeah, I was very clear that it was a very delicate glass jar, container.
Yeah, it's basically a grenade.
It's a grenade, and you threw it. You threw
Fire in
it
the hole, you guys.
when before, if somebody had accidentally moved it, it would have lit the room on fire. So you threw it. The room is on fire. Yeah.
Does
So-
that... No, Quentin healed. Okay, so he's not out.
So that's 14 for slamming.
So you do 14 damage to the thing, the mimic. Is that what you're saying?
And 1 fire. So 15 total.
Okay. Okay. And all of the rest of you wrote down 4 fire damage? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sure did.
Yes, Tyler, you are correct. That's what yes, thank you. Oh, hi, Jelly. Okay, so I want to be clear here. You are all on fire.
Great.
Great.
Like actively burning. Like it's
Yeah.
not we took fire damage.
No,
we're
you are
all
on fire.
Fire.
Um,
Okay.
And you will take...
Can I ray of frost myself? Is that like a thing?
Fire extinguisher from your fingers.
Okay, so we are starting the round over. We are back at the top of the round with Marthala. Marthala, you take 2 more fire damage, and if you would like to put yourself out, you will need to do a dexterity check, and that will take your action.
Yep, I would like to not be on fire, please.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I made it. Oh, can I use my bardic inspiration for this?
You definitely can. You also have a...
I have an RP point. I would like to use my bardic inspiration to try and make this roll better.
Go for it.
D6.
D6? Okay, that helps. That's 14 plus... You said dexterity is gonna be 16.
You are no longer on fire. How do you put yourself out? Do you mind describing that?
So Marthala just sort of looks up to see that everything is on fire, and her eyes were really wide when she realizes that, like, her sleeves are on fire, and she smells burning hair. And so she just sort of, like, immediately starts, like, frantically patting at her clothes, and I know that technically I've used my wings already, but I like to think that I sort of summon them out of nowhere to start, like, patting myself with them.
Yep, that sounds right.
This is fine.
Everything is fine. It's fine. It's all good. Good stuff.
Yep.
And as a bonus action...
Yeah.
You know what? No, I'll save it for when someone else sets me on fire. Never mind.
Okay. Druge, you are up, and Brandel, you are on deck. Druge, what are we doing? You are on fire. Oh, you take 1 more point of fire damage. And if you would like to put yourself out, it takes an action.
Great. Druge is raging. I don't think he tries to put himself out. I think he takes the glaive and tries to pin Murderous Mimic into the wall. Still recklessly.
Okay. Roll to hit. I think that's a fair character choice for him. Yeah. I like the idea of a huge elephant dude with glowing tusks surrounded by greenery that is all on fire. And he himself is on fire, and he's just got a swinging glaive, and there's murder in his eyes. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, all of this is happening. Does a 22 hit?
I mean, yes, it hits. Roll damage.
Great.
One day I'm going to have something that you can't hit, and it's going to be great.
No.
No, because if you can't hit it.
The rest of you are doomed? Yeah.
Yes.
That is another 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to swing the other end of the glaive around and hit it again.
Okay.
I can safely assume that a 20 hits.
Yes.
Great.
Roll
It's
me
another 10 points of damage.
10
Actually,
points of
hang
damage?
on. Wrong die. Please hold.
Okay.
No, actually, it still ends up being 10 points of damage, so it's fine.
Cool.
This is bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So the glaive slices very deeply into it, and you get the sense that this is not bone and wood that you're cutting into. And then when you whip the glaive around and you hit with the end of it, the entire thing just crunches in an odd way, like the carapace has been shattered, and it just stops moving. Now, we are not in initiative yet, but you're all still on fire, so technically you're in initiative. So we're gonna resolve this one at a time.
Cool.
Brandel, you are on fire. You take 2 more points of fire damage. Would you like to do a dex check to put yourself out?
Yes, I will.
Cool.
I roll a 1.
Did you really roll a 1?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's a 1.
You
Proud
are
of you.
still on fire.
You're so good at everything you
You
do.
become more on fire.
You're still on fire. Okay. This one's dead, but also still on fire. Relic, you are on fire. You take 1 more point of fire damage, and would you like to do a dex check to put yourself out?
I surely would. Is this a saving throw?
No.
Just straight dexterity?
Yep.
That is a 6.
You are still on fire. Okay.
Love you guys. I'll think of you fondly with my next adventuring card.
Quentin, you are on fire. You take 2 more points of fire damage. Would you like to put yourself out?
Cool. Yep. I'm gonna go with this die instead because
You are still on fire.
How'd that go?
Nice.
Good. Excellent.
What'd you
it's
roll?
that one.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Harlick, you are on fire. Does Harlick have a reaction at all to taking 1 more point of fire damage after his plan of lighting the room
I
on
mean,
fire?
he's probably very surprised and a little upset. Like, oh no. Oh my god.
Oh no.
You're on fire. I hope you're a little more than a little upset.
That is not my
Tastes
plan.
like burning.
Oh no.
I think he's more like, wait, that's not what I wanted.
Can I put out fires with prestidigitation?
I don't remember.
I mean, I can put out like campfires.
I mean, it's just
and
like a small campfire.
things like that.
A lot
Are
of
you
small
a small
campfires.
campfire?
I think it makes sense for you to use prestidigitation to put yourself out, but not anybody else. Because the
Boo hiss.
room is on fire.
Okay.
The room.
So you're gonna use prestidigitation?
We don't need no
So I don't suppose I could mist the room with dust. Would that help?
There'd be a lot of dust.
I have mold earth, so I could, in theory, do stuff.
Are you
but
trying to kill us?
Wouldn't mold earth mean you're
I'm
moving?
trying to help
You're not
poorly because that's
He's gonna
Stop
raise
helping.
the roof.
So, in order to mold earth, you need to have earth available. You are currently surrounded by stone. I believe the mold earth spell lets you.
it
You-
makes me fuck with stone, but I wouldn't be able to like mess with dust. Fair enough.
Right.
All right, I will prestidigitate myself and have to wait for my next turn.
Okay. You are no longer on fire.
Now, I
Marthala.
need to point out that my dog would also take fire damage on my turn.
Oh.
Oh no.
You did this to him.
How many hit points?
I
does
did
he
not
have?
do this. Harlick did this.
I really wanted to put other people out, just for the record.
You
Okay. Are you keeping track of his hit points?
I am. Yeah, he's got a whole sheet and everything. He's already 4 points down. Roll.
Oh, you didn't give me any damage, by the way.
Oh, sorry. You took 1 more point of fire damage. Marthala, there are 4 people still on fire. Only you and Harlick are not on fire.
Who is closest to me?
Druge.
Between Brennan and Druge.
Druge is closest to you.
I'm gonna risk the wrath of the angry Laxodon. I'm gonna go and start to sort of pat him out.
Do me another dex check.
I'm gonna use my RP point for that
Oh,
one.
no.
Really?
And that's cocked.
Oh boy, here we
Oh,
go.
God.
No,
That's a 7. I don't think that does it.
that doesn't do it. But it is his turn next. He is unfortunately going to take damage at the beginning of his turn. You take 2 more points of fire damage.
Cool.
I'll hit him and then he
It's
felt damage.
fine.
Huh.
We're fine.
Do you think he'd try to put out the fire now, or is he still raging?
Well, Marthala just hit him, so we might just fight each other.
Oh,
no.
I don't think she.
Did she actively hit, or did she like try to pat out?
I think-
like
Well,
how.
would you know the
how
difference while you were raging, though, is the question.
Well,
Was it a SWAT or a
yeah. Was this like a light pat, or was this like a oh shit, I'm gonna hit this dude?
Were you like?
I don't think she
patting
punched you. I
with
think it was
panic?
like open hands, like
Yeah,
like,
it was.
like
I mean,
padding.
it was enthusiastic flapping. It was,
Enthusiastic was not the right choice of words there.
Are you gonna attack
Oh,
Marthala? No!
Oh,
Tank
God, no.
Bros!
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
think I can sleep Dirge, guys. He has a lot of hit points.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
This is the only character I don't have sleep on, so.
Okay, so, Druge, it's your turn. What you doing?
I think that is a reckless attack at Marthala. I'm not happy
God.
about
do
it.
the damn thing.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Roll to hit.
You could always use your RP point to screw up. Just saying, you could re-roll it and get something lower.
could.
That's
See, that's
true.
smart.
Nat
If you
20,
roll a
just
nat
roll.
20, you could use your
Just
RP
saying.
point to get
know.
like a 10.
An idea.
Yep. I'll let you do
I
that. yeah.
could, but I don't think I'm going to.
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna be like that.
God.
Wow.
That's a natural 20.
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Roll damage.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
TPK.
I like that this fight was supposed to be over like minutes ago.
13 points of damage.
Oh, good God. Okay.
I think he'd burn the bonus action too.
What kind of damage? Out of curiosity.
Slashing.
All right. Well, fuck you then.
Damn.
Ouch. Okay. So Druge is still on fire.
Oh, he's
So,
taking a
using the bonus
and hitting
action?
again.
Yep.
It's another natural 20.
Wait, you used your bonus action too?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh god!
Shit.
Well, damn.
I'm so proud of you right now. Like me, Diana, the player, is so fucking proud of you.
Man, the
Like,
the
me,
stats.
Nate, the player, feels terrible about it, but also this is the right character.
I know
choice,
you
so
haven't
this
done
is
stats
happening.
in a while, but I want tonight's stats really badly.
Yeah, I
Please.
can make that happen.
Okay, thank you.
Now who's done the most party damage?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I think I'm beat.
what damage?
He's gotta do more damage.
Yeah, what's damage we got here?
Fuck. Hang on, let me roll some more dice.
Well, Harlech's gonna have a bad night.
Yeah, I can't wait until the end of this fight where everybody turns to you and just goes, "Dude."
Not cool! Party foul!
This is another 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I accept.
All right, Brandel, you are on fire.
Okay.
You take one more point of fire
Okay.
damage.
One more point.
Yep. You're gonna do a dex
I
check.
rolled a 13.
You are no longer on
plus-
fire.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you put yourself
Cool.
out?
I will like rub myself against the wall or something.
Okay.
Because the floor is full of bones, so I'm just gonna like rub myself against the wall of the.
Just the furball.
Awesome. Okay. Relic, you are up next. You are still on fire. You take 3 more points of fire damage. Would you like to try and put yourself out?
No.
I should have put you out.
Did you say no?
I did say no.
Oh, what are you gonna do instead?
Let's just say hypothetically, if a bunch of shit got knocked around in this room, would it put out some fires?
Oh God, I know what he's thinking.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
Oh no.
boy, are you gonna thunder wave Druge?
Does Thunderwave create wind?
It just knocks shit around, right?
It creates a wave of thunderous force.
Yeah, I'll say that that'd put out fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away.
Technically, I shouldn't tell you that, but I'm gonna. It's gonna be fine.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Did Drews take fire damage before he fucking attacked me? I just want to ask before we move.
Super fucking
So,
did.
He did.
Okay.
took like 2 hit points.
He took two
For the record,
fire damage.
Druj is in real rough shape right now.
Good. I'm knocking the fuck out.
Well, what's Relic doing?
In a thunderous voice, you've got this flaming halfling is literally on fire.
Quite literally flaming.
Halfling's on fire!
He's gonna use his halfling nimbleness to scooch through all the spaces.
Oh no!
Interpose himself between Druj and Marthala.
Oh boy.
Oh, you stupid man.
Here we go.
And in a thunderous, booming voice, he's going to yell, "You leave her alone!" and cast Thunderwave.
Great.
So everyone
Does
in
that-
a 15-foot cube.
Oh, does that
does that
not
hit me?
hit
Fuck.
anybody?
Well,
It's everyone.
do you have to do a spell attack or does it just happen?
It's a saving throw for everybody.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a
I'm gonna
saving
need a
throw.
saving throw from Druj, Brandel, Harlech, and Quentin. And Quentin's puppy.
What's the DC and what's it about? Dex, is it?
It is a Constitution, and it is a DC.
Well, crap.
Is it Constitution? Oh, that's not good.
DC
Oh.
15.
Quentin, I need to know when your puppo drops down is gonna drop down to 1, please.
That is a 19. I am
is-
incredibly lucky.
That is a 9.
No, you don't want to save this one. He's gonna put you out.
Are you saying lucky because you're using a luck
Not
point?
being pummeled.
Okay. Harlech saves.
Harlech saves.
Brandel, what do we got from you?
9.
I don't believe that's a save.
Nope.
Unlikely.
Druj, what do you got?
15.
Is that a save?
Yeah. I think it was
No, it was
13.
a 15. Yeah.
Con is 15, or
Yeah.
the DC's 15.
So edge saves.
Tie goes to defender, right?
I forget.
Technically, yeah.
Beats it, beats
Okay.
it.
So Druj
Yeah.
saves, and then Quentin, what do you got?
18.
So you save. What's Puppo got?
Natural 1. +1.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
How much
Kill
damage
the
are you
dog,
dealing,
man.
Relic?
It is only 7 points of damage. Those that
Yeah,
save take half.
Only 7.
Um,
We're talking about
Round
a
down
dog
or round
here.
up?
Okay, so
Round
let's
down.
let's look at this. Harlech, if you had been on fire, you would no longer be on fire, but you're taking 4 points of damage. Brandel,
Round down. 3 points.
sorry, 3 points of damage. Brandel, if you were still on fire, you would no longer be on fire, and you take 7 points of damage.
And pushed 10 feet away.
Druj, you are still on fire, but you saved, so I'm gonna say you're not on fire anymore. I think that's okay. Because the force
if he's
still
on fire, that's fine.
No, the
No,
force.
I want to fight a flaming loxodon, damn
The
it.
force moves through the room, whether it lands on you or not. So, but you
Right.
only take 4 points of damage. Quentin, you also only take 4 points of damage and are no longer on fire.
4 is a 3.
Sorry,
points.
3. I'm very sorry.
Okay,
3.
that makes a big difference for me.
I understand. And
dog
what's
goes flying
what's
through
the
the room.
what's the doggo looking like?
He's
Just like, woo.
still got about as much health as I do. He did have more than me until he failed. He's got 12.
Okay, so he's
He
still
does
up
go
and running.
flying across the room.
He makes a
Yeah.
Actually, I will say this. So this happens, and this force, like, does it push everybody too?
If you
Pushes
failed,
the failed.
you get pushed 10
If you save, you don't get pushed.
So Quentin and Brandel get pushed 10 feet.
Yo.
No, I saved. The puppy didn't.
No.
Oh, sorry.
The puppy.
Puppy.
The puppy and me get pushed.
Okay, I need a thing for the puppy. So the puppy and you're in the other corner of the room. The puppy is making really, really pathetic little noises. Okay, so nobody's on fire anymore. So we're officially out of combat. Although I believe
No,
somebody
we're not.
is still.
Oh, Jesus. You don't know that?
No.
Well, okay. Quentin, what are you doing? You're no longer on fire, and your party members have started attacking each other, and your puppo is very unhappy.
I think I'm just gonna be like, "You all suck," and run over to my dog and cast Cure Wounds.
Don't pull the drums out. Don't try and calm this down at all. Just you all suck.
And cure the dog. Got it. All right. Harlick, what are you doing?
Well.
I'm
my
sorry.
action.
Yep.
Can I do the drums as a bonus action? I don't remember what we had. That was it an action or a bonus action?
I think it was a bonus action. I'm going to call it a bonus action for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was going to be my bonus action.
All right, so you
Okay,
start the
nobody's
drums.
on fire?
Nobody's on fire anymore. Nothing in the room is on fire anymore. Hang on, no.
All right, I will shout something like,
Harlick, I'm
okay,
so
my
Harlick,
bad.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Quentin said he wanted to do the drums for his bonus action. What effect does that have?
So the way we've run that in the past is if Druge is kind of raging out of control, Quentin will pull. Basically, it's the sun's getting real low. Like he starts playing like a lullaby rhythm on the drums to try and calm Druge down.
Did we put any stats on this? Whether you're gonna like try and persuade him to calm down or anything?
We did like a charisma roll, but I don't have a plus to that. So
I don't think we did. I think it was just a
Okay.
flavor thing.
I think it was just a flavor thing too. So let's talk about that at the beginning of Druge's
Sure.
turn. Okay, Harlick, I'm really sorry I cut you off. Go ahead. It is your turn for sure.
So Harlick will probably shout something like, okay, my bad. And he will also interpose himself between Marthala and Druge. But
That's an interesting life choice.
he will also cast Minimize on Druge.
I'm so happy right now.
Yes.
you guys have seen Despicable Me, right?
How small does Druge get?
I mean, it depends on if I make the
half
save or
size?
not.
Oh, that's right. You have to make a save. Wait, do you have to make a save?
I do.
Yeah, it's
and it's a
a
con save. Not that Druge is good at those or anything.
Con save of 14.
But I want a tiny Loxodon.
It's gonna be real embarrassing when I beat the shit out of him then.
You know, I think that's what I'm going to use my RP point on.
Oh God.
It's succeeding? You don't want me to have a tiny Loxodon? Damn it.
Dirty 20.
Damn it.
God damn it.
We tried.
Damn it. Okay,
Bye,
so
guys.
I guess
See you
combat
later.
is still going. Now, technically, we're at almost 8 o'clock, so...
Can we please finish this?
Oh, we just
Absolutely,
need
sure.
Marthala to
Yep.
try and murder
Yep,
Druge.
yep.
Let
Okay,
them fight.
Marthala, you're up. What are we doing?
I would tell me what I have to roll in order to sort of springboard over the kindly folk who have put themselves in between myself and Druge, and I just want to try and tackle him to the ground.
Let's do an acrobatics or an athletics, whichever's better.
So
They're
you
the
would like to
same.
try and tackle the Raging Loxodon.
Yes.
Okay.
We're just in the back, like I'm drumming. Just stop it.
Would have been a lot easier if you were half the size.
I also
Would've.
imagine, like, you cast the Minimize spell, and, like, there's, like, a shimmer, and then Druge just, like, bulks out, and is like, no!
You know he
Yeah,
doesn't like magic.
probably.
He casts spells and are
That's
shady.
10.
Oh my god, you're all fucking dead.
Druge, contest that, please.
With athletics or acrobatics?
Whichever one's better for you.
God,
Oh,
I
she's
hope
going
you
over
win that
both of
one.
us. Maybe she should contest it with us.
No, shut up. No.
So since I'm raging, athletics is an advantage.
Well,
Oh,
I
God.
said what I said, so...
Wait, aren't
Yep.
attacks against you technically an advantage too?
Oh, yeah, aren't they?
Yeah, it was reckless.
I think it was till the end of the turn, but yeah, it might be. So go ahead, fuck it, do it.
Yeah, roll
I
again.
mean, like, I can't do too much worse, to
Yeah, roll
be
again.
honest
No,
with you.
just do the thing.
15. So still not that much better, but better.
That is an 18 from Druge.
Okay.
Okay. So, you leap over Harlick and Relic and probably collide with Druge, but I don't think you tackle him to the ground.
Mid-air. Well, I'm sort of like sailing in that slow motion moment.
Yeah.
I'll try and yell something along the lines of, "They're gone. It's just us now. You can stop And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my second wind and regain some health. Okay.
Got it.
I can take about 2 more rounds of beatings at this point. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Drews, you're up. What are we doing?
So I have Marthala yelling at me and Quentin playing
She's
drums
not
at this point.
yelling.
Damn
She's
harlot cast magic on
talking
you.
persuasively.
Why did you bring that up? Why would you do that to me?
Because Quentin doesn't listen.
Is it weird to make myself make a charisma saving throw?
You do you.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? Because I think if we go by the mechanics of he's interpreting any kind of touch as an attack, but he's going to keep attacking people, that this will kind of only end in everybody being murdered. So, but let's assume that Druj is a thinking person, and and the drums can help influence him.
I think it's just a matter of if it happens at the beginning or the end of this turn, because it'll eventually calm him down. It's just, does he get another round of murdering people?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Say 13 on a charisma saving throw?
And
More
am I the one making up the DC for this?
Sure, all you.
Why not?
I'm gonna say that succeeds. I was putting.
So I don't murder everyone.
Well, I was putting the because I automatically think about DCs even if they're set somewhere else. And I imagined this is like a 12 or a 13, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you succeed on that. Like 10 would be like you care very little about all these people, and 15 would be like all of them are Quentin. So I kind of halved it to 12, 13.
Great.
I'm glad I started drumming.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens?
So are we all.
So what happens?
I think as Marthala is flying through the air, he kind of like snatches her out of the air and just catches her by the throat, and is like fully about to like go full tusk sword on her until like her yelling and the drums kick in and the runes go dark, and he starts apologizing profusely to everyone after realizing exactly what has happened.
He's not the only one.
Marthala will immediately, as soon as she sort of sees the runes go dark, she'll if she can reach, I don't know, like she's pretty big. If she can reach Druz's shoulders, she'll just sort of tap his shoulder and say, "Are you okay now? Do you need a moment?"
And he's still going to be kind of catching his breath and just like, yes, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Could you put me down though? That'd be.
Yeah, right. He'll just kind of lower her to the ground instead of just dropping her.
All right. Can I safely say we're out of initiative?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This is where we're going to end it. When we come back next week, we will discuss everybody's feelings about this. What I'll do is I'll go over everything that happened in this room at the beginning of the session because I took really good notes, and then we will discuss everybody's reactions about it next round.
Cool.
Fine.
Okay. What did you all learn this week?
Don't poke him when he's on
We're
fire.
gonna do our wrap up, and then we'll end it for the evening. So I think I heard don't poke Druj when he's on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
just don't set Druj on fire in general.
Yeah, seems like a solid plan.
That's also true.
Maybe don't set Druj on fire, right? Okay. What else?
Don't forget,
Relic can be very brave and heroic when he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actions have consequences?
Relic
just learned that.
so proud of you.
Congratulations.
I mean, pretty unexpected ones, but yeah.
I mean, he's a rich wizard. Like,
Relic, I think I heard you say something, but it was underneath something else. What were you saying? Relic?
What?
Brandon.
Oh, he got up.
Sorry. No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, any other learns? Are you guys ready to move into role-playing points? And chat, remember, I accept nominations for role-playing points from chat. There are moments during the game where a character really had a very solid moment of role-playing that we nominate, and then the players vote on who gets the point. More learns or moving into role-playing points?
RP, yeah.
All right, let me get that set up. Let's see here. I'm very interested to see what we got here. Let's see, what's today? The 14th? I don't remember.
It is the 14th, yeah.
Okay. All right, first role-playing point.
I mean,
You're just
Druge.
party rage. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, Druge Party Rage. Got it.
Yep.
Relic? For
Yeah.
out of
Yeah, I was
character,
gonna say, yeah.
like throwing himself
that
between?
was-
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
That Thunder Rave.
Yeah, that was...
It's worked before.
Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah, that was a really solid moment. Cool. What else?
I mean, Harlech's setting the room on fire.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's very
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was.
I'm imagining his face in that moment as like, oops. Like, I'm so,
I mean,
I'm so
it's on
happy.
brand.
I'm so
I
happy
really
with
wish
this.
that mold Earth had been able to happen, but then just made it worse. Like it was such fine dust that it was that super fine that ignites.
It explodes,
when
yeah.
it's yeah.
Like we all
Yeah.
suffocated or something.
I was-
yeah.
So that
I
was
This liquid I should throw on the fire. Oh shit, that was gasoline. Oops.
that was
Who
the
knew they made the
Trying.
ceiling tiles out of
The
magnesium?
Murphy's Law of D&D battles.
that's the thought I had, and I was gonna have him roll a d20, and if he rolled below a 10, it was gonna ignite the room more, and if he rolled above a 10, it wasn't gonna do anything. Like but we didn't go in that.
That would have
direction.
been real good.
I know.
Real good.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how much you were enjoying this. Okay, other good role-playing moments.
Brandel for Baloo the bear to put the fire out against the wall. It's really, really good.
Yeah, that was a good moment. Okay, anybody else? Any other good moments?
I mean, Marthala, like, vaulting over everyone to, like, have a tank bro talk that didn't work at all.
I tried!
You really did, and I really like that moment.
You did your best.
It just wasn't good enough.
I'm actually really upset that it didn't work.
I know, that would have been a really interesting moment. But I really like the way it turned out, though. Anyway, like, I still think it was an interesting moment. All right, other good role-playing moments. You guys ready to vote?
Good.
All right, vote away. Looking for six emojis, please. Surprised we didn't get any nominations from Tyler. Okay. I'm seeing 2, 3. Oh, that's the cutest elephant emoji. 4. That's an adorable emoji too. I like that Bard and Barbarian emoji. 5. Word man.
It's me.
Oh, it's you. It's funny. I just assume word man at this point. If
I actually immediately looked at where
Yes.
the camera.
Coughing.
How hard
Great.
he's
Yes. Good. All right. So Druge takes the role-playing point for his party rage.
But
Congratulations.
I'm not happy
Yeah.
about, by the way.
I'm sorry. I thought it was so funny.
Just for nearly killing the party.
It's fine.
No.
You use the RP point to continue the rage, so it's
I
super
did.
appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, I caused it, but still.
I mean, Quentin getting dropped that low in one hit is what caused it.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that
But-
trigger his rage that we've
Yeah.
built
So
in.
before we leveled up our health at the beginning of the session, I was at 25 hit points, and I took 30 hit points in that first swing.
Yep.
So
Rough day.
Yep.
Rough day at the office.
Yep. Everybody had a rough day. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hand up.
So that's where we'll leave it this evening. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully. And Stream, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. And we all hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye, Stream.
Bye.